I'm Craig Collins from What the Warehouse Show, and we're at Kosher Fest, and I'm talking to Michael Berkowitz. He's originally from South Africa and now in San Diego. Michael, thank you for coming on the show.
Sure, Craig. I'm excited to be here.
Tell us about what you're doing and what your products are.
So we are a fish importer and value-added solutions for the seafood business. We just ventured into retail in the last probably 4 years.
Right.
And we have some products that are cutting edge that are in major national retailers. We've been a fish supplier to the kosher community and to different food service companies throughout the US for a number of years. And we specialize in more higher grade fish, not the products out of China. They're mostly out of South Asia, Japan.
Okay. And you said originally you were bringing some fish in from South Africa.
Yes, that's right.
But now where's your primary source?
So the primary source is Indonesia. We have a factory that we formulated cutting edge seared, seasoned and sliced tuna. So it's sushi grade tuna that we've portioned into slices with the seasoning and everything. So the restaurant or the supermarket buyer, depends what version you buy, doesn't have to do anything. All you have to do is thaw and serve the product.
These look amazing. I mean, just like for the camera, they really look appetizing.
And not only that, we've developed. There's a lady in our office named Daisy. She developed a poke kit. So obviously you've heard of poke, which came from the Hawaiian mainland. Is now available in a supermarket kit that comes with the sauce, the seaweed salad, everything that you need for a poke kit. It's just thaw and serve, and you can pick it up off a supermarket shelf. So we're thinking out the box of new cutting edge items, and so far it's been pretty good.
So positioning yourself out of San Diego, does that make the importation easier?
No, so we were originally a New Jersey, New York company. And most of our business is on the East Coast, but nowadays everything can be done remotely. So like you in warehousing, our warehouses are basically our fish market or distribution point. So a lot of supermarket buyers will have different DCs around the country, whether they're New York, Chicago, LA, and we store in various freezers, and our office is a paper office that sends out samples from the office, and we have our management. So that's how it works.
So are you importing the finished product? You're manufacturing offshore?
Yes, completely. Everything's done overseas.
Right. And what's your facility size like here in the States? I mean, are they big warehousing facilities or?
Yes, so these are the major seafood distribution facilities, which I won't name, but they used to specialize in seafood. Since COVID, they've been pushing out the seafood companies, so we've ventured out into other. And there's been some new companies that have popped up that are doing seafood to take some of the volume. But warehousing has definitely been a challenge.
Sure. And you say to take some of the volume is, this is a massively growing market, obviously. I've never seen your product in the shop. I would have noticed it because I would have bought it. It's got such attractive packaging.
Thank you.
One of our customers is a company called Friendfish. They're up in upstate New York.
I'm familiar with them, yeah.
And it's interesting because they've got a fairly small warehouse, and they obviously manufacture the products in Middletown up in New York. But the sheer volume and the diversity of product. Now, obviously, they make things like gefilte fish and those types of products. But it's incredible the volume of product.
And that's just specifically kosher market. We are in the non-kosher sphere as well, and warehousing has been a challenge. Even before COVID hit, the warehouses were full. They were turning customers away. There was containers under demurrage. It was a big issue, and it still is. So we had to put our products in various warehouses, and a lot of our wholesale and food service customers want to go to one location to pick up. Now we have yellowtail from Japan in one freezer. We have tuna steaks in another freezer. And it's become very problematic. It's like we've lost sales, we've lost business. And warehousing used to be a service business to us. They would do anything. If you needed photos of your pallets or someone to go check why is there a case missing, not a problem. now everything's a problem.
Yeah.
So that service business has disappeared. In warehousing, we've hired one person just to monitor their invoicing because we're getting charged for everything.
Right.
I don't mean to complain, but it's become a headache for an importer and food distributor not to think about, and we're thinking about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to. At the end of the day, you are an importer and you have a specialty product. You want to outsource the warehousing. You don't, and you certainly don't want to insource that and do it. But some companies are having to do that. They're starting to say, well, in order for me to get the best service, I have to run my own warehouse.
And they've probably done very well over the last few years. Yeah.
It's we're seeing it a lot. Look, I mean, that has its challenges. One of the reasons we're talking about this stuff is getting the right people on board, getting the right space. Here in New Jersey, you can find warehouse space. In New York, it's almost impossible to find good warehouse space.
Right.
And so it has its challenges. So one of the things that we do is we look at automation of those warehouses, how we can use products like barcoding, etc. What are your typical shelf lives and expiry dates of these?
So most frozen fish is about 18 months, some 24 months. It just depends if you're counting whether the production date starts at the time it ships or when it lands. Usually it's 18 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't, because of the flow of your products, you don't really have expiry problems or anything like that?
Not us. I mean, fortunately, we bring it in, we sell the fish. If one size is not moving or whatever it is, we discount to move it out. But expiration's not a big issue. Supermarkets do require 6 months shelf life, but it seems to be okay.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Any other sort of problems that you're having at the moment? I mean, trucking, for example, in the US is such a problem.
Yes.
And you've got the additional complexity of refrigerator or frozen.
So trucking's become expensive, but it's not the biggest issue. It's more the warehousing, whether we're being charged for pallets or for loading.
Yeah, even just weighing it, you're being charged.
A lot of the freezers that we dealt with in the past were considered a no-load freezer, where the driver would load his own truck. Now they load everything, and we're not allowed to have the driver load his truck. So you're getting charged for. So we want to know what our cost is. So if we got a margin on or a markup, we want to know it's not being eaten up by pallets and by loading and by various warehousing expenses. But I think there's a huge gap for warehousing. I don't know how long this is going to last, but hopefully,
The indication is it's going to carry on. Bottom line is that there is a lack of resources in the warehousing space, and people are able to charge what they like. We have a customer here in New Jersey called Quality Frozen Foods and Food Co. And they've recently put up a big warehouse in Eatontown.
So you're finding more and more customers putting up warehouses to cover their needs instead of relying on storage.
And in fact they put up extra capacity and they're outsourcing and using
they used it all up.
They used up most of it, but they're still, especially in their freezer, they've got a lot of freezer space. So they're actually they're offering other customers space.
They're leasing out space,
but just temporarily. They're going to fill it up too.
That's what I found out, that a lot of guys that bought freezers or built their own were very worried prior to COVID, and now they're smiling.
Exactly. So, any plans to do your own warehousing at all?
There's been some jokes in the office, but I don't want to. I don't have the skill or the knowledge.
It's a challenge.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah. So, how long have you been here in SA? Oh, sorry, in the USA. Yeah.
I left South Africa in 1994.
94. Okay.
Yeah. So I worked in New York City for a developer. For low-income housing for about 6-7 years. Then I started a wine company with Jay Glazer from Fox Sports.
Right.
And we had that company for about 3 years.
Okay.
His career went to the Super Bowl, and mine stayed selling wine, South African wine, by the way.
Right.
And during the course of my sales, I met a lot of seafood distributors, and they said, "Can you get me South African lobster tails? Can you get me this? Can you get me that?" And then I started sourcing some product out of South Africa, Chilean sea bass, which Patagonia toothfish, and it just grew into moving to Asia, where the skill and the production is.
So I have a home in Pringle Bay in South Africa, and I live right on the rocks, so like lobster comes out of the ocean onto the fire.
Yeah.
And,
you get the subsistence catch. Whatever you can take out with your hand is
exactly. But I was sitting at a restaurant in Miami, and on the menu they had South African lobster. Okay, but you just look at the price and you gag. It's like $80.
Yeah, no. That's
anyway. Michael, it's been great to have you on.
Yes, you too. Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
and
great
fellow
luck
South African. Thank you.
And good luck with this product.
Thank you.
I'm
you
really
too.
excited, and I'm certainly going to look out for it. Yeah.
It'll be in all the ShopRites. It's in it's in the South in Ingles supermarkets. It's in Sprouts nationwide.
Okay.
I don't think you have Sprouts here.
No,
Sprouts in Colorado. He will definitely have Sprouts.
But ShopRite, I know ShopRite.
So ShopRite in January will have this product in all the stores.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, thanks.